Those little hearts have all the meanings, Lady Meow. I looked for another train game, but I couldn't find a different one. There probably is one, but I couldn't see it. I also thought about playing Kid Chameleon to continue the theme of being stuck inside a holodeck, but after accidentally timing out in Gain Ground, I think the theme has died with that. Let's see, what's my favorite server? I'm quite fond of the San Andreas deer. Did any of you follow the deer cam while it was up? See. Play it on easy, maximum lives. I don't think we'll get to the end. There are tons of kinds of pride, Lady Meow. Personally, I'm all about Saiyan pride. Although I do really love the ace flag, just shades of grey. Okay, first and foremost, we need to get to the most important thing. Which one of these sweet rides do we want? You guys go ahead and let me know which one you think looks coolest. So 10,000 years after Earth was destroyed, space bugs from space have come to feast upon the ruins. That's us, by the way. So the deadly sins... Oh, I get it. I read that the first time. The deadly sins involve gluttony and lust, etc. Then, when actually they were pride, 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 and pride. The one on the bottom right does look like a sea monster. Looks kind of like a stingray. I really do like stingrays. Well, maybe not a stingray, but some kind of ray. Top right looks like a burb. We are on a burb theme. I do like burbs. Top right was the one I always played as a kid. I used to play this with my cousin. I think I took the top right, he took the bottom right. Like a humming burb. Anybody want to tie break? I think I'm going for the classic up in the top. So there's our bug mother. Ogre's hummingbirbs. Dropping us down in the... That's what the ship is now called. The Ogre Hummingbird. Ah, yeah. So... Okay. I have shoot and I have charge shot. I also have a little scarab that copies my shots, and is generally more powerful than me, I think. What color do we want to collect? I'm gonna go for the red one, I think. Yeah, red is the homing laser. I remember using that a lot as a kid, because as a child I didn't enjoy aiming. Humboldt squid? What are all these things we're supposed to take pride in? Like, technically there's different pride flags for, like, this is the generic pride flag, there's the gay pride flag, there's the bisexual pride flag. In fact, I'm not sure there is a generic one. I think the gay pride one gets used as the generic one a lot. But they technically all have their own pride flag. Squid pack... Okay. I did not know there was such a thing as a squid pack hunter. And now I wish I still lived in that blissful ignorance. I like squid. Squid are cool. I don't want there to be a pack of them. Not hunting. Squid are already a little bit like mean octopuses. Octopodes. Like wasps and bees. They're really social until they start eating. Llewellyn, imagine if you'd gone your whole life not knowing that there was such a thing as a swarm of wasps, and then somebody had just told you that wasps come in swarms. That is how I feel right now. They go frenzied and will eat each other. There was not a request for further information, Llewellyn. Okay, so each of the coloured orbs is a different weapon. But if you pick up the same orb multiple times, it gets stronger and stronger. So there's a benefit to staying with just one. Although probably it's better to pick one for each level, but I don't know which one's good for which level, you know? I've not played this in like a decade. I'm sure we'll discover soon the reason why I played the rest of my Mega Drive games over and over again, and then retired this one. I think it might be something to do with it being unbelievably hard. Guys, we're under attack by scrap monsters. Also bees. Nom nom nom. I think we probably maxed out this weapon actually. I think it only takes like 3 things to max it out. Probably means we should change more, but hey. We're committed to the auto-aim pain train. Communicate through color and texture changes, and can change different parts of their skin color simultaneously to communicate to different squid. Okay, that's actually really cool. Also very impressive. Oh no! Oh no! I got wormed. There was a worm. This Earth life has grown completely out of control. Guys, it's microbe dinosaur. Yomangandir. Okay, here's the nice thing about the red laser. I can just hide up here and let my little guy take care of it. My little scarab beetle or whatever it is. This is like all the creatures live on a big planet, so they've all grown into big things. Grab the red one instinctively, even though I meant to change weapon this time. Like these are all like micro creatures. I was gonna say microbes. They're not technically. Like the tiny little parasite worms and things. Except they're huge. They've infested the planet. I hope there aren't any tardigrades. Like, I don't think I could bring myself to kill a tardigrade even in self-defense. Also, I'm not sure I have the capability to kill a tardigrade even in self-defense. Those things are indestructible. They live in space. Macroviruses from Voyager. Exactly, they're macroviruses. That's what's going on here. Being indestructible is a tardigrade's main ability. Like, there are other creatures that can survive ridiculous heat or ridiculous cold or whatever, but that's because they live in those conditions. Tardigrades can just survive anywhere. Like, they've legitimately left some growing on the outside of the ISS and gone back and fetched them later, and they've been pretty much fine. Many enemies here look like snakes. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed, Lady Meow. They're parasitic worms, the sort of thing that you might have growing inside you. Heck, stuff like these get everywhere. You almost certainly have these growing inside you. This fella here, you probably got thousands of him. Tardigrades can survive absolute zero. We've never created absolute zero, so I don't know if we can test that one. Like, they can survive some ridiculously cold temperatures, but absolute zero is the point where physics stops working. Like, legitimately, at absolute zero, light will freeze solid. Movement is impossible at absolute zero. Time itself stops. The atoms no longer rotate. Anything can survive absolute zero. It's impossible to die at absolute zero because nothing is possible. It's impossible for anything to ever happen. They did it in a lab in Finland, unless Stephen Fry is a liar. They might have gotten close to absolute zero. I'm skeptical that that absolute zero is a thing they've created in laboratory conditions, or might not even be possible. Absolute zero is one of those things that might destroy the universe just because nobody can get into it. What's with the pea trees? This is somebody's garden that's grown out of control. We've gotten close to absolute zero. It's like traveling at light speed. You can get close, and you can get closer, 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 but you can't actually get there. But yeah, we do use ridiculously cold, nearly absolute zero stuff. That's how we use it for electronics and like supercomputers. It's like superconductors that conduct electricity ludicrously well as long as they're near absolute zero. What has science done? Created pea trees that can feed a family of 1,000 is what science has done. Gotta blow this guy up. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not an expert on the subject, but I don't know if it would be possible to create absolute zero in a spot. I think you might have to freeze the entire universe in order to do it. Because otherwise you just wouldn't be able to get... absolute zero is like infinite lack of heat. Music would sound great if you were on E. I can think of a lot of music that would only sound great if I was on drugs. How do I dodge this guy? Where is he going? Where is he going? What is happening here? Okay, maybe the music would sound great if you were on E, but can you imagine doing this boss while on E? Just picture it. Any kind of drug. Look at what we were looking at and tell me that you want to see that whilst tripping. We're inside a giant organism now. I think this might be a good time to change color. Let's try blue. What's blue like? Oh, no. Maybe? I think we lost our chance at the other colors. We might have to switch to green. This one's too closed in for us to use the homing missile. So blue, I remember now that I've tried it, is ludicrously powerful but incredibly slow. I got all this way without dying. Green is scattershot, and I think yellow is a powerful laser that only fires forward. Each colour has multiple forms though. Each character has different attacks with each colour. I think every colour has 2 different weapons, and you can mix and match them. I died twice in like an instant there. This is where the game starts getting ridiculously hard. Because we're inside a ridiculous organism fighting creatures that are microbial to it. And they're shooting apples at us. Oh yeah, here's an important skill that I wanted the green! I'm starting to remember is that your little scarab can block hits for you. The apples don't go through it. Wow, I've had nightmares that look like this. I've also had doctor's appointments. Oh, I'm going through lives like nobody's business now. Do I want the... I think I want to stick with the scatter shot here. These close quarters are perfect for the shotgun. I got all the way to this level without losing a single life, and now I've lost like 5 in seconds. Maybe I shouldn't shoot the things full of bats. What is going on? Why? Why was that a thing that needed to exist? Oh good, there's 2 of them. Guys, don't want to alarm anyone, but there's 3 of them. Oh, bat got me. Okay, we're gonna stay very quiet and try not to disturb the massive swarms of bats. Guys, I disturbed a massive swarm of bats! Now this is happening. Do I ever continue? Please tell me I ever continue. Sure, let's change character. Are we back at the start of the level? Please tell me we're not back at the start of the level. Oh, we're back at the start of the level. Let's try a color. What does I got red. What does red do for us? Okay, that's... I just want to pick up a color! Strobe light for this one is... blue for this one is strobe light. Sentences. I can probably work with this. It's not going to be good for not setting off the swarms of bats, but hey. Oh, would you let me do the thing? Now we've got yellow. Powerful forward-firing laser. I think I should have stuck with the blue. Too many things come at you from behind for this to be useful. I'm gonna have to change weapon again. Maybe after we deal with these guys. Okay. Back to the basic old green. Red was homing in this one, wasn't it? It's not the other thing that red does. Why can I not get hit for like 3 seconds? Come on. This isn't even the final level. This is like the end of the... This game's actually harder than I remember, and I remember this game being unfair. I remember this game being ridiculous. Okay, okay, don't upset the bats. I think I can work with this blue laser. It can shoot everything and I'll just focus on dodging. I mean, mostly I'm focusing on not having a seizure, but... Problem is it's in its first form, so it's doing like no damage. I need more blue tokens. There are worms all around me. Micro worms. Okay, look, it's taking 2 hits from this thing to kill the bats. That's not good, firepower-wise. On the other hand, it might be good for the crystals when they come from every direction. Yeah, we can work with this. We're gonna get past the gout section, guys, I say as I die. And game over. Let's try that again, but this time we know we want the blue one. So we won't lose all of our lives trying to try out different weapons. Our little guy is really the real star of this game. We've got a basic laser that fires forward. He's got billions of special attacks. We die in one hit, he just tanks them. I don't know why they sent us on this mission. Okay, we're gonna have to go through this one. This game is the weirdest Dr. Mario sequel. Maybe it's a safety feature, the AI can only operate with a controller present? Maybe. These guys could probably take over the universe without us if we left them unsupervised. Thought I was gonna get stuck there. Oh, it's raining horrible. What's the opposite of hallelujah? It's raining horrible on hallelujah. Blue upgrade, blue upgrade. Oh, I died getting the blue upgrade. It goes down a level when I die. Has anybody else ever had nightmares like this? No, leave me alone. It's crawling through a tunnel while sapient mucus monsters pour down on you from above, devouring you from the inside out. Anybody else? No? Just me? Weird, I thought that'd be one of those, like, communal dreams. Everybody has it from time to time. This is... What even killed me there? I was in the floor. Did the floor kill me? Is that a thing that can happen? I was invaded by bushes. I once got attacked by my wardrobe. That wasn't a dream though, that was real life. Is that... Bathroom is actually a pool that spawns monsters. Fair enough. I'm changing back to this guy. I don't know which weapon I want though, since he has different attacks. Yellow maybe? What does yellow do for me? Let me get the yellow. Died already. And I didn't even get to see what the yellow was. I got the green instead. I feel like there's often a point when I'm streaming these games where I get to a level and I'm like, if we can get past this level, I'll consider myself to have beaten the game. This is that level. I thought it would be the forest level. I remember getting to like an underwater forest level. and it's a nightmare. And there's whole sections where there's just massive swarms of enemies that are nigh indestructible coming at you from every side of the screen. But no, it's this level. Level 4. Like the first real level. After you get past like what's basically the tutorial. Don't shoot at me when I'm under the worm towers. That's not cool. That's the way I never want to die. Is under the worm towers. I mean, I suppose it would save time. Like the massive swarms of sentient mucus raining down from the ceiling. Are they not bad enough without them also shooting at me? This is my question to you. This is my question to you for today. Was that a necessary feature? I think on practice mode the game ends before this level. But I'm not 100% sure you can actually complete the game on this mode. I think possibly the only thing difficulty changes is how long the game is. Butt buff course. Come on, we gotta get through the gout. Just once, we gotta get through the gout. Love the visual style even though it's horrible. Oh yeah, this game beautifully depicts a massive amount of horrible things. We got through the gout, guys. Now everybody does that. It kind of has that dark, moody art style that a lot of Genesis games seem to do really well. Like Vector Man or Pitfall. I don't like the look of this. I think we're going up against King Mucus here. This is in fact King Mucus. He is wearing mucus armor. This battle determines who will rule the nasal passageways. And it's probably not gonna be me. I'm barely even getting his armor off. I'm pinned down. This thing's flying at me everywhere. Glad this game gives me an idiotic number of lives so I can do this over and over again. Let's try a new guy. See if I can get anything new and cool out of these colors. See if I can get through the first 5 seconds without dying. I hate you. I don't understand your deal, but I hate it. Oh, I picked up the red thing and then I immediately lost it. I wanted to know what the secondary fire for the red thing is. We haven't seen the secondary fire for red or yellow. Ominous! I can get a yellow here, I guess. No, I can't. It was off screen the entire time. Welcome to my life. Yeah, this game, the game designers for this game obviously put a lot of work and effort and research and detail into making these horrific parasitic life forms that have taken over our body and also the entire world. I'm gonna find it hard to be enthused about the upcoming crystal section, knowing that even if I get through the ridiculous crystals, I'm going to have to fight a shellfish covered in mucus. There's never been a point in my life where I've said, do you know what I want to do today? I want to fight a shellfish covered in mucus. The concept has never even occurred to me. I could have lived my entire life without doing battle with a snot shrimp, and consider myself all the happier for it. Okay, I want yellow. Give me yellow. Okay, I can work with this. Wolfie, I had a feeling this game would summon you. Also, your arrival reminds me that I've not changed the game title. You're not sure... You're not sure if you're okay with me playing this without you? I've got to say, it does feel wrong. Like, this was kind of our game, right? I'm playing it with you in spirit because I was fairly sure you'd appear at some point and be like, hey, it's this game. But, I wonder if this game is less horrific in two-player. Is that why? Is that why I can't get past, like, level 4 when we used to get all the way to, like... We used to get pretty far, right? We got far enough that it would say you finished easy mode, but there's, like, 5,000 more levels in normal mode. Okay, I didn't want the red, but I also didn't want to die, though. This game is the reason you feel apocalyptic dread? You mean, like, right now or in general? This game probably does induce dread and depression and anxiety in most of the people who play it. I'm sorry, I can't look at chat right now. I've got sapient snot monsters raining on me from above. Oh, what? Once you die, you end up in a weird place and you can't orientate yourself fast enough to survive. Partly the music and partly deep ocean horror transforming into deep space horror. Yeah, this game kinda has all the horror. You're a giant insect fighting horrific giant microbial life inside stomachs and also deep ocean and also deep space. One does not leave this game unchanged. Okay, I've still not tried the red laser on this guy. I want to see what that one does. Possibly the greatest horror game for the Mega Drive. I think you might be right. I can't get past this level, by the way. If you remember this level, it's really early on. And I've been stuck on it for ages. Oh, this is the bouncy ring one. This is perfect for this level. Why didn't I get this one way, way earlier? I've been changing character a lot to see all the different weapons, and then dying a lot whilst trying to get the upgrades for the different weapons. No, don't give me the yellow thing. These aren't homing. The other red thing is the homing laser. I think our strategy as kids was that I'd get the homing laser, and you'd get the blue every direction scatter shot, and we'd just not have to aim. We just run and fire and hope that all the enemies died on their own. This one is a yellow level, 'cause it has... Oh, okay. Each level is extra. Yeah, some colors are more common than others on each level. No, it spawned me on top of the green. I lost my special. And then I just flew into a thing like an idiot. I could be using level 2 ball power now. Yellow beam was your jam. Your character had the aimable yellow beam, right? So I remember we always use the same 2 characters with different moves. Like, my yellow beam is the one that only fires forward, but yours is the one that fires in any direction. Yeah, I should probably save use the charge shot when we get to the boss. Yeah, we used all the auto-aim stuff when we were little kids anyway. Because we were terrible at everything. I think we graduated onto actually using decent weapons and not the cheap auto-aim stuff as we grew up. I remember for a while we tried the combo of you using the yellow thing to blast in every direction, and I used the blue ones. So you'd keep me covered, and I used the blue bubbles that... Was that game over, really? That early? I'd use the blue bubbles that fired, like, incredibly slow projectiles once an hour, but murdered anything. I've not flown this guy yet. Last one. This guy's pretty stylish. No idea what abilities he has. It's a surprise. I think the furthest I've gotten has been with the basic green scatter shot. I'm gonna take blue. Oh, good. This is perfect for this level. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the scatter shot here. I'm sure we tried a lot of combinations over the years. I mostly remember us playing it tons as really little kids. I think you got better at it than me when you started staying at Mama's quite a bit, and you just played it non-stop for a while. I think you managed to beat like normal mode on your own. Whereas together we only ever did it on easy. I've never beaten it on anything other than easy, which isn't the easiest mode. Practice is simple enough. Practice is like 2 levels long. Shame of missing an orb that you need, yeah. Oh, you got to the final boss on normal? Because you can't actually get to the final boss on easy, can you? It cuts out early. And practice mode cuts out even earlier. Final boss has endless stages, the game is not to be beaten. Yeah, I don't think this game was designed with the intent of anybody ever finishing it. Even if you beat the final boss, the game still continues in your nightmares. No, 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 no. This character's blue is insanely powerful. Yeah, he's got the bubble one. Fires like a burst of 3 bullets that do ridiculous damage, but they move so slowly, and then it's like a couple of seconds before you get to do it again. You wrote an instruction manual. We had the actual instruction manual, right? I don't remember anything that it said in it. Does this game have a plot? But yeah, I think we did write down all of the abilities that each character had, because that wasn't in the manual for some reason. Okay. Spin, spin, spin. No, I didn't get it going fast enough. Spin to win, spin to win. Let's keep the weapons module going. We didn't write them all down? Maybe just ones for the characters we used? Oh, you mean we didn't have the instruction manual? Maybe we didn't. Maybe that's why I can't remember what it said. Okay, here we go. The snot armor shrimp inside a creature's nose. This is the world I never wanted to live in. Okay, get in front of me so I can smash that armor. Maybe I should change to the blue here. Maybe it'll do a better job of smashing his armor than the scatter shot does. Sit on the top and aim down at it? Okay. See, I remember after you practiced it load... Oh, the blue bubbles aim in. I didn't realize they do that. I remember after you practiced it load, I got kind of distressed at how much better you were at it than me. Like I was really dragging you down when we did the two-player stuff. You're probably finding this painful to watch even now. I don't think I'm hitting him enough. Come on, fire the bubbles again. Okay, the bubbles are aiming partially at his armor is kind of a problem. Oh! I glanced at chat for half a second and I died. My hubris. Hey, but we got past it. Your advice worked. You and your brother? Yeah, probably. He usurped me. Outrageous. Oh good, we're at the underwater level. I mean, I wasn't going to keep blue, but if you're gonna throw 2 upgrades at me, I'll give it a try. I'm not sure what the upgrades do for blue. Is it firing slightly faster? Is it homing? I think it's homing better is what it's doing. It's not homing well, or in a way that helps me, but... That's what it's doing. After defeating the snot shrimp, we've come to its home in the seas to take revenge. Was surface micro creatures not horrific enough? On us beating it, you don't... I died to that thing a fair few times before you showed up, dude. We have plenty of cause for revenge. Okay, I'm changing weapon. I need something that's faster and... Okay. I was hoping for the laser for this open section. Dodged right into that. Never mind. Oh good, jellyfish. Yeah, surface life wasn't horrific enough. Now we've got to come to the ocean. The ocean is where everything is horrific. I think I want the laser for this level. Problem with this game is it's all memorizing where to sit. That might be why I'm struggling. I'm just improvising here. I don't remember it. You wrote an article for Pockets? Can I see? Is there a link to it on the Discord, or what kind of article? Not yet. Introduction to Self. Philosophy 101. Not what I thought the article would be about. Yeah, you can send it to me if you want. It's up to you. You're not under a non-disclosure, are you? Okay, unless I get 2 red lasers, it doesn't do enough damage to be worth it. I may have made a mistake. Hey, do you and Pockets want a shout out to your stuff, or would that be inappropriate? I don't know. You're a mod, so you should be able to post links. If you want to, post a link to your new website. If not, no pressure. Yeah, this is what I remember needing the red laser for, this level, because this stuff comes at you from every direction. Please tell all 4. Don't... Okay. I'm trying to help here, dude. I'm trying to be nice, I'm trying to be supportive, and you're making fun of my audience. How many email subscribers have you got now, and how many of them are me? Let me ask you that one. Yeah, I think I need the red laser for this level, but it's really hard until I get the second power up and it actually kills things. Am I more than one of them? I'm exactly one of them. I didn't sign up at I didn't sign up at first because he has a Discord. Why does anybody sign up for email? But when you said that you were disappointed about the number of email subscribers, that's when I signed up. Anyway, you're forgetting that this is going to go onto YouTube, right? There might be only 4 of us watching now, but in the future, millions of people will come and take a look at this. Look, when I'm famous, people will go back and look at the old stuff, okay? So yeah, people of the present and the future, go have a look at www.kaldori.net. That's Kaldori. It's a project that Wolfie here is working on. He's like second in command. It's only a small team. It's one of his online friends doing it. But it's a project for 5e. It's like a campaign setting. It's a big world map, a bunch of quests. There's some custom classes in there. Not finished yet. It's still a thing. It's still a working project, but work in progress. But it's they've got their own website now. There's a Kickstarter coming up soon. I will be backing it. You should too. Oh, I dodged right into that one. That was stupid. That was my fault. There's a link in chat. If somebody post a link in the comments when this goes up on YouTube, I'd appreciate that. If you're at all interested in 5e, just go check it out. Support the creative little guys, come on. Yeah, I'll put the link somewhere on the YouTube video. Oh. That's game over. Yeah, that's actual game over as well. The match continues. I don't think I had the right firepower to get through those. Also, I was looking too much at chat. You guys are talking too much. Is it offensive that you guess which of the developers he was by name? Is it your other tag on there, right? So you probably knew that already, didn't you, Noellan? We've definitely had some arguments about Wolfie's tag. We need a way to play these games two-player. This game is completely different two-player, as many games are. How is what's happened? This is the demo screen, dude. I ran out of lives. We're back at the start. Oh, is this IRL name? I don't know if we should have linked something that has your IRL name, but I guess you're the one who linked it, so we'll have to be cool with that. How did you guess which of the developers he was by name? Using his IRL name. So I don't think I know the IRL names of the other developers. I only know them by their tags. Although there are pictures. Promise you'll fight anyone who hunts you down in person. Whether or not they're there for good reasons. A derogatory name for IRL names? Meat space names. Your IRL name is your slave name. That's the name you use at your job. Out here on the internet we're free. It's like that scene in X-Men 2 where Magneto's like, "What's your name?" And the guy's like, "Clive." And Magneto's like, "No, what's your real name?" And he's like, "Pyroman Superfire 666 Goku." That's life on the internet. That's how you choose your internet name. We have our meat space slave names and we have our real names out here on the web. You're allowed to tag me in your article? What does this mean for me? Oh, like drop a link to me? If... Are you just casually spamming advertisements for me? YouTube, I guess? YouTube has all the streams up on it, so if somebody's interested in streams, they could have a look straight at that. Whereas if they come to Twitch, I'll probably not be streaming at the time. I'm wondering whether to have a go at practice mode and see if I can beat that. It is getting kinda late, though. We're 1 minute before my finish time. I can't finish early, guys. I'd feel terrible about that. Notice that the mothership has like massive cannons across the top. Can we not get them to like turn it upside down and just bombard the surface for us, soften them up? Somebody ban SHB. Time him out. He's had enough. He had his free speech and he abused it. I'm gonna gather greens, I think. The green shotgun, despite being the basic weapon, is not actually that bad. Change the descriptor to IRL and just sit talking. I mean, I could. I had a look at the IRL streams the list of IRL streams once, and I don't want to give the wrong impression about me. So you watched an IRL stream of one lady just eating yogurt? I stumbled across a stream of a lady in a swimsuit reading aloud from The Lord of the Rings. And I was like, I should probably link Narelle onto this. It's everything he wants in life, but I'm also uncomfortable doing so. Also, she was stopping to talk to chat a lot, so that was frustrating. I was like, get to the good bit. Faramir was there. Of course you are saying. I mean, I probably should have finished that story. You know, I was just mentioning that there was somebody reading aloud from The Lord of the Rings. The fact that she was wearing a swimsuit was unrelated. Just a minor observation that was of no interest to you. I was just trying to add some flavor to the story, you know. I'm not sure what the deal is with the junk train here. Bees. Painting a word picture, yeah, exactly. It's what Tolkien would have wanted. Okay, that was dumb of me. I knew that was gonna happen and I did it anyway. Oh, okay. Did not mean to pick that up, but this is the world we live in now. That is not the basic red laser. Did that carry over an upgrade from the green thing? Do you only go down one level when you change weapon? Wolfie, you're the expert. How does this work? Is it because I'm on practice mode that the thing is stronger, or is it because I had a maxed out weapon when I changed? You stay the same level. Oh, that's way more powerful than I thought it was. Changing weapons is actually super good in that case. I was playing under the assumption that if I changed weapon, I'd be right back to the start. Right down to the basic one. This is useful information. We will do something with this next time. Next time we play this, assuming we ever do again. Yeah, you don't gain a level by swapping weapons. So picking up a token either raises your level or it swaps you, but keeps you the same level. Good to know. I think I was already maxed out on that, but hey. I'll stick with the red laser because it's kind of overpowered. So far I've been playing with a handicap. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it may have looked like I was really struggling and doing badly on the original playthrough, but I didn't know what I was doing. You know, it was a learning. I was trying it out. It was a blind play. I didn't know all the rules. Max Red is a huge block. Do they get stronger? I thought there was like only 3 levels to them. Do they just keep getting bigger and bigger? I thought this was maxed out. Yeah, if I knew then what I know now, I'm sure I would have finished the whole game. But it's too late for that. We don't have time to play the whole game now. We just gotta do practice mode and make the best of it. Max level varies between weapons? Okay. Yeah, that didn't seem to get bigger, though maybe it's firing a tiny bit faster. So maybe when I get to max level it'll suddenly get like a huge continuous beam or something. Maybe we'll find out. I guess we're probably like the life support pod, and this thing is the weapons pod that protects us. So the weapons pod can't function on its own, even though it seems like we're useless compared to it. Sure, yellow has like 5 levels, okay. The yellow forward beam. Was it the yellow forward beam you had? Did you have the yellow forward beam and I'd like... and do ridiculous damage to the things in front, and I'd cover for behind you? Was that how we did that? I'm trying to remember our old strategies, even though they're useless because you're only here with me in spirit. Maybe we provide the power, have the reactor. Yeah, I guess so. We're probably feeding power to it. We're like the command pod. Even though it does all the work, it's useless without us. Brother favored the yellow repeat shot thing. You like the blue seeker orbs. Yeah, you were all about the 2 most damaging ones, right? Whereas I like the auto-aim stuff, so I didn't have to do any work. If you've got auto-aim, you focus on dodging and you survive better. It's not about not having to aim or not having to... having all the work done for you, it's about focusing on survival first. I also like the bouncy red rings, but they're only really useful in an enclosed space. On levels like this, they just go flying off the wall and out into space and are useless. Plus, I can only have one of the red upgrades. It's either the homing laser or the rings. I can't get both. According to US FDA standards, 1 cup of orange juice is allowed to contain 10 fruit fly eggs, but only 2 maggots. In a cup? That is a small container to have that much in it. That's... what? It feels like, you know, a massive batch of stuff is allowed to contain that. I could have understood, but a cup is fairly small to have that much stuff in it. Two maggots is too many for any cup. Do I want to change weapon here? Is the red one any good? I probably want to change here, but I don't know what I want to change to. I'm gonna get the shotgun. Okay, good night, Lady Meow. Thanks for sticking with us. Oh, you're now that the snake's gone, you're sticking around. It wasn't a snake anyway. It was a worm, a parasitic worm living inside a creature. Gotta really focus on that. There's nothing to be alarmed about. You have several inside. You have no doubt have many inside you. We all do. Some parasitic worms are so common that they say that if you teleported away a human and left behind the parasitic worms, you'd still be able to tell your general shape by the mass of worms. British standards are you can't have any amount of flies, eggs, or maggots. That seems more reasonable to me. Like, I don't want to, you know, indulge the stereotype of us being, you know, fuddy-duddies, but I feel like no maggots in your orange juice is probably worth... That's probably a hill worth dying on. It reminds me of when I looked up American chocolate as well. Because we all know that American chocolate is absolutely terrible, right? Even the Americans understand that their chocolate is awful compared to anywhere else in the world. And I think I went on about this in an episode once, but I looked up why it was. And I was expecting it to be some dumb rule, like there's a restriction on how unhealthy you can make chocolate in America, so they have to use like healthy stuff that doesn't taste as good. I overestimated them. The actual reason is that the definition of what you can call chocolate is much looser in America. Most American chocolate would not be legally classed as chocolate over here. So it's terrible because it's made in the most cheap, awful way possible. The American companies could make good chocolate, they choose not to. And that is upsetting to me. Like, take some pride in your artwork, come on. Your craft. I mean, I can imagine some companies that are over there making terrible chocolate, low budget, and surviving off that, being the cheap alternative, but for just about all of them to do it? It's just kind of sad, you know? Putting that little effort into the quality of the stuff you make. Your friend forbade you to eat any chocolate while you're in Texas. That was a wise decision from them. You did take a dozen bars with you. That was not a wise decision. I hope you didn't eat any of them. Oh. I don't know why I did. I thought I'd break it before it hit me. Why would you deliberately make terrible chocolate? Because it's cheap and you can still market it as chocolate. Oh, you took British chocolate to America, fair enough. I'm gonna change weapon. Because it will take all day to kill this thing with the current one. And the homing missiles don't work well here, but at least they break the armor. I remember one of the most entertaining books I've read is Bill Bryson's account of when he first moved from America to Britain. One of the first things he describes is like on his second day there when he first tried British chocolate. And he had strangers looking at him horrified in the street because of the noises he was making, because he'd never tasted anything like it before. But yeah, I've tried a few different American chocolates, and they've all pretty much been the same. Like, occasionally I'll go to like a store, a chocolate specialist store, or like a foreign goods store, and I'll see some famous chocolate that I hear about on like TV or whatever all the time, and I'll be like, you know, I gotta try this. It's famous. And then I try it and it's terrible, and I have regrets. Probably should have got the blue upgrade to strengthen my weapon and then switch to the red upgrade to keep that strength. Pro strats. Wolfie, why didn't you tell me about this pro tip? One weird tip. Giant miniature sea creatures hate this one weird tip. Tried Twinkies from an American food stall once. I don't think I've ever tried Twinkies, actually. Those are super famous. Oh. One weird tip to keep you alive. Never cross you. I know about that one. I've seen your picture on the Caldari website. Expecting it to be a bit like mini rolls. Oh. At customs they asked if I had any food stuff. I answered just chocolate and tea, and the guy waved you through and smiled really broadly. He was just like, ah, British. Oh, hey, good night, Wolfie. Expecting it to be a bit like mini rolls, it was not. What were they like then? Oh, I got one weird tip to stay alive. Look at the screen, not at chat. Gross is what they were like. Are they just like gooey, or what are they? They look like mini rolls, right? I'm thinking of the right thing. They look like a squishy breadish kind of thing. Very dry. Very dry is not what I would have expected from the look of them. Out of it, I mean, I think I just described them as squishy bread. That's the opposite of dry. But Twinkies are an American delicacy. And they're not even chocolate. What's the excuse for that one? Disgusted and disappointed. Their bread is nice? I don't remember American bread being notable on my trips there. Although I didn't eat much bread on account of it being incredibly hard to find a vegetarian sandwich in America. Or indeed a vegetarian anything. I mostly survived on waffles. Kinda like iced finger buns minus icing. Much sweeter than ours. Was that like a special bread? Guys, it's an angler shark. With missile breath. That's what I wanted adding to my day. It's technically the furthest we've gotten now. I mean, that wasn't just the bread wherever. That was like sandwich bread, not like dessert bread. That is weird. I think the only bread... Practice is over, you did well. Now try a higher difficulty setting. No thank you. Yeah, I think the only bread I had while I was there was like the pre-made sandwiches out of like gas stations and the like, so... I probably got the cheap bread that still tastes terrible. So, that was Biohazard Battle. We finished the whole game. And dunked on American food for a while. I was really disappointed with American food. Most of the food that... You got massive servings and it was all terrible. I thought, like, a famous food country like America would produce better stuff. I mean, maybe being vegetarian stopped me from trying the good stuff because there's not a lot of vegetarian foods in America. I don't know. I had good macaroni cheese while I was in New York, but they have a weird name for it there. I won't repeat it here. It feels like a... feels dirty to say what they call it. It's just wrong. Chick-fil-A's waffle fries are nice, but their ethics are not. Yeah, they're up to some shady stuff, right? Don't they donate to some really homophobic charities and stuff? US cheese is like cheese slices. Yeah. American cheese is famously bad. That's a thing that even Americans will willingly make fun of. More so than the chocolate, the cheese. American cheese is for like making toast and that's it. I did get to try a Dairy Queen, that was decent. I do like how, I've been told this before, but I didn't realize how true it was until I was there. Dairy Queens, there's no Dairy Queens in cities, but every town, every village, every out-of-the-way place, no matter how small, has a Dairy Queen. Because you have to drive everywhere in America, everything's miles apart, and you get into a tiny place and you're like, I need some Dairy Queen. They're your travel food. Dairy Queen is American lembas. Anyway, yeah, we managed to beat the entirety of Biohazard Battle. We didn't think we would, but we got right to the end. It wasn't the maximum difficulty, but it was close enough. We might come back to it and try it on hard mode another day. But we've done the main game is what matters. So I hope you've all enjoyed tonight. We've done some random stuff, but hey, that's what Casual Wednesdays are for. Yeah, Dairy Queen's basically just it's like an ice cream restaurant. It's a bit weird. They do fast food, but they also do lots of different ice cream. It basically is just a place for stopping by in when you're traveling a long way and it's a rough time. But everything's so spread out in America that they need something like that. Anyway. It's past my finish time. Next stream will be Tuesday. We'll be continuing Pokemon. Then there'll be another Casual Wednesday after that. I hope everybody's enjoyed. I've had a fun time. I got really into Flicky. That game is way better than I remember. As a kid, I played that a few times because it was Sonic-ish and didn't really enjoy it. But that was catchy as all heck. I'm going to be coming back to that one. No, yeah, I should be signing off for the night. I'm doing my post-stream stretch as Wolfie can somehow sense, as he does. And I hope I'll see you all next time. I hope you've all had a good time, hope you've all had a good day, and I hope you'll all have a good night. See ya!